Well, welcome. I'm Perry Williams, and this is Hamilton County Newsmakers. And as you can see in our background, we have a Chick-fil-A. And so my guest today is Sam Hartman, and he is the owner-operator of our newest Chick-fil-A here in Noblesville.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Very glad to be here.
Well, let's talk about, we've got a lot of activities going on this week. Sam, kind of explain to us things that are building up to the opening of the new Chick-fil-A, which happens to be at the Hamilton Town Center. In fact, right across the street there. You want to give them the address and probably talk about what it's next to.
Sure. Our address is 14098 Bergen Boulevard, just north of Campus Parkway of Hamilton Town Center, right next door to Mike's Car Wash, so give them a nice little plug.
That's right. We'll take care of Mike's Car Wash today. Well, let's talk a little bit about some things that you got going on. I know that on Thursday morning, is it, that the 100...
Yeah, that's our first 100 promotion. Chick-fil-A has been doing this nationwide for several years now at each one of our new grand opening locations. The first 100 people in the door Thursday morning get free Chick-fil-A for a year, and that's 52 free combo meals that they can redeem all year long. In order to be the first 100, though, you'll probably want to bring a tent.
Yeah.
They'll need to line up pretty early. People can start lining up at 6:30 in the morning on Wednesday, the day before. But we'll have lots of activities and a DJ and games, and it'll be a grand time the entire day. And you get 3 free Chick-fil-A meals while you're waiting.
Gosh, that's a good deal. One thing about it is I can remember, I think the last store, the Chick-fil-A store we opened in this area was at Broad Ripple. Is
Yes,
that correct?
Sir. Mm-hmm.
And I think it was raining during that period of time, and you still had a huge crowd of people out there.
It rained so hard that the backside of the parking lot flooded completely, but there were, as you said, still 100 plus people there waiting and enjoying the time.
Yeah, the media did a great job covering that.
Indeed.
Because they were amazed, because that had been a while since they had opened up a Chick-fil-A in this area, and it was a big news story. So I'm sure you're looking forward to that.
We certainly are.
Let's talk a little bit about with the celebration and everything, but also the economic impact for Hamilton County and Noblesville.
Certainly. Well, we're really excited about bringing this new business to the area. We think it's going to be a great impact for the community. We have hoped to hire about 9,500 different people into the restaurant. We're a little short of that right now, but we think they'll come in the next few days. So certainly those additional new jobs are going to be wonderful for the community. We really hope to be an outreach as well. We are planning on participating in a lot of different ways in the community, working with high school students, working with the colleges in the area, and then building a brand throughout all of Hamilton County.
Now, it's kind of unique here in this area because Noblesville has a Chick-fil-A on 37, and now they'll have one at the Hamilton Town Center.
Certainly.
Talk a little bit about how both groups will work together on projects and different things like that.
Certainly. Chick-fil-A is kind of unique in that as a franchise, most of our locations are one operator owns one store. And while Bill Riggs, the operator of the Chick-fil-A at Noblesville, and I are running separate businesses, we're certainly going to work together on a lot of different projects. We certainly recognize across all of our 13 Indianapolis locations that a rising tide floats all ships. And so whatever we can do to partner together to grow the brand and sell more chicken sandwiches, we certainly will.
I think we also have a book or something that we want to talk about a little bit about, and
Yeah.
I think the Chick-fil-A Cal is going to bring it to you here.
Awesome. Thank you, Cal. At our first 100 event and throughout all of our grand opening, we'll be collecting books that we will be donating to Shepherd Community Center here in our own downtown Indianapolis area. That program is sponsored by A Better Way Ministries, and they can come bring a book to that book center, and we'll be happy to drop them off at Shepherd. Just a fun way that we can continue to participate in the community. This book in particular is one of my favorites, Bert and the Broken Teapot. Got a lot of great leadership lessons in this book.
Good. One thing that we were going to talk about earlier, but was your calendar, but it's been so popular that you actually ran out, right?
We've run out. I can't even get them where they're so popular. So if you're wanting a calendar, visit one of our other locations really quick. They'll be gone soon.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great thing and another great promotion that you do here at Chick-fil-A. Well, we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, and we'll talk a little bit more about the history of Chick-fil-A.
Sounds great. Looking forward to it.
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event, or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. The 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters, with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage: Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Here on Hamilton County Newsmakers, and as you can see, we have the Chick-fil-A building in our background here, and I'm with Sam Hartman, who is the owner-operator of the Chick-fil-A at the Hamilton Town Center. Let's talk a little bit, Sam, about the recipe itself and how long it's been around, and talk a little bit about Chick-fil-A history.
Certainly. Well, our founder, a man named Truett Cathy, opened his first restaurant in 1946. It was a really tiny little diner. They called it the Dwarf Grill because it was so small, 4 bar stools and 3 tables.
Holy cow.
Small little restaurant, but was open 24 hours a day, 6 days a week. When they got to midnight on Saturday of their first week, Truett and his brother, they partnered together to build the restaurant, decided they were tired, and decided to close the restaurant on Sunday. And as a result, Truett has always said that closing on Sunday was the best business decision he's ever made. He ran that diner at the Dwarf Grill for almost 20 years before kind of developing the Chick-fil-A sandwich recipe that we all know and love. Took him an awful long time to perfect it, but when he did, he decided needed to branch out and build his own restaurant centered just around that chicken sandwich. That's how good the recipe was. As a result, he started contacting malls in the Atlanta area around 1964, 1965, and it took him about 2 years to convince the mall that they needed food, that people would want to shop, and the people that were shopping in the mall would want to eat. The malls didn't agree and said he was wrong. Of course, now every mall in the country has lots of food. Yeah. So Truett was right on that one for sure.
I guess the one interesting thing that you were talking about the recipe, I would have to say I love chicken, okay? And the chicken sandwich, and you definitely have a unique flavor in the Chick-fil-A sandwich, and it's totally amazing what you have in that sandwich. And this next topic we're going to talk about is going to bring it right into Chick-fil-A has more than just a chicken sandwich these days. So let's kind of talk a little bit about some of the things you have on the table here. If I can get Kenzie to put in the table there, and talk a little bit about some of the items you have on your menu, because you even start with breakfast.
Absolutely. We've got a wonderful breakfast program that we start at 6:30. We'll be opening up that early. You can see there in the picture we've got a wide variety of different items. I'll tell you, I've been eating 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 Chick-fil-A meals a week for about 15 years now, and I'm not tired of it yet, so it must be awfully good. Our breakfast program kind of features our chicken minis. There are chicken nuggets covered up in a yeast bun roll that is really, really tasty, kind of a sweet and savory way to start off your morning. Featured up there right now is also one of our newer salads, a Cobb salad that also features our nuggets served hot on top of that salad. It's very, very tasty as well. We've really done quite a bit to upgrade the menu from a health perspective as well. Just a short while ago, we upgraded our grill that allows all of our grilled chicken to have a real backyard flavor. Very, very tasty.
Now, what about this grilled chicken? With everyone wanting to be healthy these days, and it's very, very important, and restaurants have bought into it, and almost every restaurant you go to now has a healthy type menu. Has it affected your regular chicken sandwich, the new grilled sandwich, or does it just add it on top of?
It's just added on top.
Yeah.
I think it's great that we are able to provide that great chicken sandwich that everybody loves and has loved for 45, 50 years, but that we're able to add on top those healthier products as well. It's great to be able to mix and match.
Yeah, the one thing, and I talked to, the one thing I've always noticed is that those minis for breakfast, that yeast roll they're on, I think you guys put something in that makes it habit forming. Because you can't just eat one.
No.
Okay, and after you buy the 3 or 6 pack, whatever you
3 or 4. Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 pack, you eat all 4 of them, you think, man, I'd like to have those again.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. I'd tell you what we put in them, but then I'd have to hire you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Tell us a little bit about some of the salads, because you have some unique salads now that you have to offer at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I already mentioned the Cobb salad that comes with the nuggets served hot on top. My personal favorites are market salad. It's got cold grilled chicken with a wide variety of fruit and blue cheese on it. So strawberries and mandarin oranges, apples on there. Very, very tasty salad that'll fill you up, but will keep the calories low.
Well, that's a good thing. Talk a little bit about your drinks, some of the different unique drinks that you have, because you have the lemonade and, of course, your Coke and stuff, but you also have very good coffee. And there's probably a lot of coffee drinkers that come out in the morning to Chick-fil-A.
Absolutely. We've got a really great beverage program, obviously kind of centered around our Coke products. Truett, having grown up in Atlanta, the headquarters of Coke, we've always had a long partnership with Coca-Cola. But we feature some fresh squeezed lemonade. I can show you 20 cases of lemons that are in the restaurant right now if you don't believe that it's fresh squeezed. Yeah. Some fresh brewed teas as well. You mentioned our coffees. We are partnered with Thrive Farmers. It's a group that kind of cuts out the middleman for those coffee farmers in the Costa Rica, Venezuela area. And we're very happy to partner with them. Along with that coffee program, we've got a great iced coffee too. That's fantastic in the afternoon when you need a little extra caffeine.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Let's talk, because the Chick-fil-A franchise is much different than most franchise. Talk about the training and how you really start from the grassroots of working in the store at the beginning and work yourself up through a training program.
Absolutely. Chick-fil-A has been a great organization to work for, and I feel 125% supported at all times from them. I started my Chick-fil-A career right after I graduated college at Taylor University and spent about 3 years in an apprenticeship program working right here in Indianapolis. I was at Castleton Square Mall and the Keystone Clearwater location, working for the operator there, Jeff Mosley. And he did a wonderful job of giving me all the tools that I needed to become an operator during that 3-year time. I've really felt blessed throughout my Chick-fil-A career because their belief is very firmly that as an operator, I'm in business for myself, but not by myself.
And also, your training of your employees is outstanding, right? I mean, you can talk a little bit about that.
Certainly. We've got folks from all over the country coming in this week to help train team members that are here going to be local.
That sounds exciting. And how about that Chick-fil-A cow? I see she has something in her hands there.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to come all the way here without bringing you lunch.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Cow's happy to bring that box lunch for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, let's talk about a little bit about your history. You know, I mean, you touched on it earlier, but it goes back, 20 years ago on the history of Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, our first location at Chick-fil-A was built in 1967 in Greenbrier Mall in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We've been growing steadily here. The first Chick-fil-A in Indianapolis is about 20 years old.
Okay, well, let's take a break now, and we'll be right back, and we'll talk a little bit about your history and as being an operator.
Sounds
all
great.
right. So we'll be right back in just a couple.
Everyone knows it's easy to find first-run movies in the big theaters. But where can you go to watch your favorite classic movies on the big screen for the perfect night out? Why rent a flick when you can rent the entire theater? Call today to reserve our 32-seat theater for your next event or just stop by to see what's showing this weekend. The 14 by 7 foot screen and the high quality digital surround sound system offers all the amenities you would expect from the big theaters with a laid back atmosphere and comfortable seating of your own home. Wofford Theater at 1744 South 10th Street in Noblesville gives you the classic movies you want with a big theater experience.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Well, we're back, Hamilton County Newsmakers, and we're in our last segment here with Sam Hartman, who is the operator of the newest Chick-fil-A in Noblesville, which is going to be across the street from the Hamilton Town Center. Sam, let's run through one more time where you're located there and what exit you're located off of 69, and you'll be opening up here on Thursday morning.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be opening up Thursday morning, bright and early at 6:30. We'll have all of our breakfast products ready to roll. Our address is 14098 Bergen Boulevard, just on the north side of Campus Parkway from Hamilton Town Center, next door to Mike's Car Wash. So come see us.
You know, Sam, and one of the things that if anyone's ever read the history of Chick-fil-A, to be in the manager-operator program, it's actually a journey.
It is indeed.
And let's talk a little bit about that journey. And I know you touched on it a little bit earlier, but some of the things, from what I understand from your background, when you came straight out of college, you had never had a Chick-fil-A till you started working for Chick-fil-A. So
Yeah, that's
I imagine
correct.
you've ate many of them since then, right?
Very many since then. I really felt led to get involved with Chick-fil-A. Coming out of my senior year, I didn't have anything quite lined up for work yet, and my wife Holly and I were scheduled to get married right after graduation, and my father-in-law-to-be was getting a little nervous that I hadn't lined anything up yet. And I remember coming home to visit Holly at her parents' house, and my father-in-law-to-be sticks a finger in my face and says, "You will find a job. Even if you have to flip burgers, you will find a job." And I remember very distinctly as a senior in college thinking, I am never going to flip burgers. Turns out that was right. I'm never going to flip burgers. I'm going to flip chicken instead. So really got involved with Chick-fil-A after having my roommate at college go down for an internship and worked in the IT department at our home office in Atlanta, Georgia, and came back just raving about how great the company culture was. And so tried to find a way to get involved with Chick-fil-A without having to take my new bride down to Atlanta. We're both from a small town here in southern Indiana. And this opportunity became available. And despite having never eaten at a Chick-fil-A restaurant, I kind of signed on the dotted line and committed myself to a 3-year commitment in that MDP apprenticeship type program.
Well, fantastic. Talk a little bit about Chick-fil-A because they're very engaged in the community. Some of the things, outreach programs you do at Chick-fil-A.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us to continue to build relationships here in Hamilton County and Noblesville and the surrounding area. We already mentioned the book donation that you can come and be a part of during our grand opening week, or if you're involved in the First 100 event. All those books are going to go to Shepherd Community Center here in downtown Indianapolis. But we're really excited about partnering with the local high schools and many different community organizations. Previously, I was the operator at the Chick-fil-A at Circle Center Mall in downtown Indianapolis. And we got to work with a lot of different groups there, from feeding the homeless to sponsoring kids' backpack programs, all sorts of different things. And so we're really excited to have a new community to build into.
Now, this is going to be a little bit different for you being in the Circle Center Mall down there inside, and now you have a standalone Chick-fil-A restaurant. So a little bit more unique, but the same thing you're going to try to accomplish is take care of the community and also with its great service.
Absolutely. It certainly will be a different change of pace from what we've been used to at Circle Center Mall, no doubt. But we're really excited about the new opportunity as well.
Talk about some of the training you go through with your employees, because it's, once again, it's unique as anybody has done any study of Chick-fil-A. I mean, your customer service is top notch.
Absolutely. We really focus in on the training of our folks. It's been a kind of a bastion of how we've become as successful as a company as we have been. We had an orientation class with our new employees just last week, and I said to them that our chicken sandwich is better than everybody else's out there, but it's not this much better. What's really significant about the way we've grown is that our people are this much better than everybody else's out there. And so we really focus in on making sure that they're trained and know exactly what it is that they need to be doing. This week and next week, even during Thanksgiving, we'll have 20-some folks that will be coming from all over the country and spending elbow-to-elbow time with our new team, making sure that they're trained and trained well and how to make sandwiches and how to serve guests the right way.
Well, that sounds outstanding, and we're about out of time, but I want you to talk one more time about the grand opening activities and some of the things that are going on, especially Wednesday night to Thursday. And I think you have a soft opening tonight also?
Yes, we've got a premiere night tonight. We've invited some influential folks from around the community to come and be a part of that, kind of get a sneak peek, as it were. Give our new team members an opportunity to practice a little bit, as well as give myself an opportunity to meet some of these important folks around the community. The big event is our first 100. That's going to start Wednesday morning at 6:30. The first 100 people through the line on Thursday morning at 6:30 will get free Chick-fil-A for a year. So 52 free combo meals. You can eat for a long time on that.
That sounds great. Sounds great. One more time, tell us where you're located in around the Hamilton Town Center. Tell us a little bit about what you're close to and everything, and
Yeah, absolutely.
to come on out.
Well, again, we're on the north side of Campus Parkway, just north of Hamilton Town Center, and next door to Mike's Car Wash. We're just off of Bergen Boulevard. So as you pull off of exit 210, we'll be right there, nice and easy for you to find. I should mention, if you're interested in the First 100 event, we'd love for you to be a part of it. If you have any questions or looking for more information, feel free to look on our website, chickfil-a.com, and it'll give all the rules and regulations for that event. But hope to see you then.
All right. Well, thank you, Sam, I know you have a busy schedule and trying to start this grand opening and everything, and we appreciate you coming on Hamilton County Newsmakers and talking with us a little bit about what's coming up at the newest Chick-fil-A in Noblesville.
Well, as we always say at Chick-fil-A, it's been my pleasure.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time on Hamilton County Newsmakers.